Start with a little introduction about me, who I am. I'm Lilia Forte, and I am a human-computer interaction practitioner working in Europe. I have 15 years of experience working with technology, creating, designing, and researching about how people and business they interact with these new emerging technologies. And then we're going to jump into what types of AI has been developing currently and what we want to do in the future. But you have to understand that the human intelligence includes memory, includes attention, includes language, includes something called theory of mind. When I identify that I'm Lilia and I exist in this world, and intelligence, I can do pattern recognition and I can learn. Okay, that is a very, very ambitious objective that the people working in artificial intelligence have. And this is the concept. And machine learning and all these algorithms that feed with data to these artificial intelligence systems. And we use statistical algorithms, statistical techniques in order to enable these AI systems. And based on this data, these AI systems learn. Okay, this is what we have right now, currently in the market. Ideally, with technology moving forward, these artificial intelligence are going to become more and more intelligent because they can see what things are connected. They can learn and they can use this knowledge into a different task. And that's how people work. We are not yet there. We have the artificial superintelligence that is a science fiction things and the matrix stuff that actually overpower us in the near future, like Robocop, Matrix, and every single dystopian film we have seen in the world. It's very important to understand this because we are still far away where all these movies are trying to show us, and we have the ability now to define rules and to create products and services that using this basic artificial intelligence we have, we actually can do many, many things. In 2019, companies, global business were investing around $28 billion in all apps and systems connected with artificial intelligence and machine learning. And in a survey done this year for new Vantage partners, they identified that in a sample of business that they surveyed, that 98% of them, they all have invested in artificial intelligence in 2019. That is a really high proportion of business. And that's showing how things are going right now in order to augment the value of your data. And it's the same, you have to be current that you have all these characteristics and properties in order to answer these questions, because these are the questions that have value for the users. When we are talking about that, because we are talking about humans and the consequences of human actions and what is at stake in the system, we need to evaluate the data quality. We know a lot about that. There's so much in the news about the problems of that this data is including all your sample size or is representative of your population. For instance, I put this screen, this picture, because you have two images. The first image is a black person, and the other one is colored with white. And the artificial intelligence, because it's a black hand, identify that what this person is holding is a gun. But when it's a white person, it's a monocular. I don't even understand what's that. Why it happened? This happened is because the machine has been fed with wrong data. The machine is innocent. You give a machine the wrong data with wrong labels, and you have to be very careful because databases are easy to weaponize. Then you have to understand if person knows technology, because maybe you're designing for people who doesn't have experience with technology, for people who don't believe in technology, they don't know how to use technology, and also, honestly, machine learning, artificial intelligence, all these new technology is happening constantly, super fast, that today what I know, in 10 years, I will be this kind of people. But please be careful with me and be kind with me, because in 15 years, there are no way I will understand every single thing you're doing. And then, of course, the same concept of a risk management and what is at stake in order to take decisions with your system. When we're talking about all these concepts, we need to be careful because our projects can fail, our predictions can fail. And you don't want that a person who's using, you convince them to start to use your product, they finish saying, you know what, they have 2 days in a row and they send me to run for a really, really dangerous place. Not using this anymore because you need to calibrate user expectations. So you need to understand the threshold in what your machine or your model is going to fail, and then be very transparent about it. Okay? Be transparent in the decision making. How your system takes the decision is because other people have said this before, or because you has connected this with a specific database and you know it's a safe place to run, or maybe you don't have the data about that. That's okay. You can explain it in a way that is easy to understand, and it's not going to be a problem if for once time a person run and start to rain, they're going to understand you. Another thing, I open my Instagram and I click in the wrong link. And on all my Facebook, all my ads are really, really wrong about me. But sometimes I don't understand what is the connection between why they offer me something for doing diets. Okay, this is very low and not problematic, but things can be more problematic with politics or health issues or things. If we explain that some actions has correlations in the system and we can improve that, and we can be transparent about that, people are not going to think that you are trying to manipulate them. I don't think that this is going to be a problem in the future because people are going to get easier with this system. But in the moment that we are, it's important that you build this trust with people. When you're working in system, people learn in different ways. And not just, and when we try to explain that, is some people need to be pushed in your sales funnel. Some people need arguments. This is the reason, Lilia, because ABCD is very logical. Some people need numbers, and they will say, "Oh, I need 27%," and some people need time. And this is how it works. Some people, it has to be beautiful, has to be for emotional, and when you design your system, you design for a big range of humans what need different entry points to your system. In the system that you see, the screen you see there, the user has selected one paper, okay? Because we have shown the abstract and information. In the bottom, we show other papers that are connected to the system. We explain some data in the bottom of this card in order to explain how relevant is this paper, for instance, age and citation number. We also explain in the top right